Hello all, welcome to A Place in God Part 3. Now, if you haven't watched the parts 1 and 2, I will encourage you to go back and watch them. There's so many good stuff in there and you'll be blessed. This study is based on John chapter 15 verse 7. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. Now, in the first two parts, we saw what it meant to abide in God and for His words to abide in us. In this study, we are looking at what it means for God to say, you shall ask what you will. According to the Bible, if you abide in God and His words abide in you, you can ask Him whatever you want. Wow, isn't that lovely? But there's a catch. 1, you must be abiding in Him. That is, you must be one with Him. 2, His words must be abiding in you. That is, you must be filled with His word. And then, whatever you will or want would automatically conform to the will of God. What is the will of God? In legal terms, a will is the last wishes or desires of a person which is read and effected after the person is gone or passed on. Another name for the will in legal terms is a testament. God has never hidden His will from His people. In the Old Testament, God revealed His will through the commandments and laws He gave to His people through Moses and Aaron. Then in the New Testament, Jesus came to illustrate the will of God more clearly to us. In John chapter 6 verse 38, Jesus said, "For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of Him that sent me." And although Jesus died and resurrected and ascended into heaven, we always have the will of God with us. The will of God is embodied in the Old and New Testament, making up the Bible. As you read the Bible daily and study it, you will know the desires and provisions God has for His people. Knowing the will of God is very important because as you abide in Him and He abides in you, you have become one with Him, and your will now conforms to His will. Therefore, in prayer, you would not ask for anything contrary to His will. A lot of times people pray amiss because they pray outside the will of God. Now, if you pray within His will, there is no way heaven would ignore you. In 1 John chapter 5 verse 14, it is written, "And this is the confidence that we have in Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He heareth us." After this manner therefore pray, Our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. I abide in God, His words abide in me. In Him I live, I move. In Him I have my being. So I'm protected, yeah, I'm protected. In Him I live, I move. In Him I have my being. God's protecting me.